Hello and welcome back to Asia Now. My name is Alex. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I know I did. In this video, I'll tell you about tourist eats traffic ticket for not wearing a helmet or a shirt. Russian man becomes Filipino citizen. Good news for seniors in the Philippines. Alice Guo denied bail. Plus more, beginning with a USD to peso exchange rate. Right now, $1 equal to about 58.9 pesos. Looking strong still going to the holiday season. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a big favor, hit that subscribe button. It only takes a second, but really motivates me to make these videos. Here's our main story. A shirtless tourist in Pattaya, Thailand caused a scene when he was stopped at a checkpoint for riding a motorcycle without a helmet. After being issued a ticket by the police, he surprised everyone by swallowing it and washing it down with water. Officers faced challenges in securing his motorcycle and handcuffing him, but he ultimately agreed to go to the station for further legal action. Imagine the entitlement of someone not wearing a helmet. I mean, forget the shirt, it's Thailand's hot, he's on the beach, whatever. Okay, you can have that one. But not wearing a helmet, come on, man, what are you doing? And then putting up a fight when they give you a ticket? Imagine how entitled you have to be to think that that's okay, and putting up a fight and resisting and all that. It's really not a good image for anyone traveling outside the country. I really hope they do penalize them more than just a simple ticket, but let's see what happens, because Thai police tend to be very lenient towards foreigners who commit crimes in the country. There's a lot of stuff I actually don't cover on the channel because it's just too severe, too extreme, and it's against the YouTube guidelines. But yeah, Thailand, Pattaya, all this stuff, so many tourists, brings out some bad apples for sure. And then President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. signed Republic Act 12115 on December 20th, officially granting Philippine citizenship to Russian figure skater Alexander Korovin through naturalization. As a Filipino citizen, Korovin will have all the rights, privileges, and obligations of a Filipino, including taking the oath of allegiance to the country. His oath will be registered with the Bureau of Immigration, which will then issue him a certification of naturalization. Korovin, who has been competing internationally with his Filipino partner, Isabella Gomez, since 2021, expressed his commitment to representing the Philippines with pride and dedication. He pledged to give his best during training and competition to bring honor to the country. Not very often we hear about foreigners becoming citizens, last person being the guy from Becoming Filipino. So interesting, I guess. I always thought it was difficult to become a citizen. I guess if you are special somebody, the president will go ahead and grant you a citizenship. I actually don't know what the process is. I don't even know if foreigners can become citizens if you're just like a regular dude, if you just stay here long enough. I'd have to look into that for sure. And then some great news for seniors in the Philippines. The Department of Health has eliminated the need for senior citizens to present purchase booklets to avail of the 20% discount on medicines. Under administrative order, seniors not only need to show a government-issued ID as proof of eligibility. The decision announced on December 23rd aims to simplify the process and ease burden on senior citizens. Previously, pharmacists recorded details of medicine purchases in a booklet to monitor quantities. Now this information will be documented directly on prescriptions. Wonderful. One less step for seniors to have to go through if they want a discount on the medication. One thing I really like about the Philippines is the treatment of seniors. Whenever I'm out there in public, just going through grocery shopping, markets, and even just overall, I see Filipino people have a lot of respect for the seniors. They have dedicated lanes, major discounts on pretty much a lot of different things. Another thing to make seniors' life a little bit more easier, I'm all for it. And then former Mayor Alice Guo denied bail in trafficking case. A Pasig court had denied the bail petition of dismissed Mayor Alice Guo and her co-accused, citing strong evidence in a qualified trafficking case. The charges linked to a June raid on Philippines offshore gaming operators hub in Tarlac, where 800 Filipino and foreign workers were rescued. The Department of Justice praised, rescued. The ruling underscores the government's commitment to holding traffickers and their accomplices accountable. I guess no bail for Miss Guo. Rightfully so, if she is guilty of everything they accuse. I mean, she did flee the country, so it makes sense. Going on to our next story. And some more positive news. Hundreds of ethnic Manobo school children received new pairs of shoes from two former political rivals during an outreach mission in a tribal enclave in Magpet, Cataboto on Friday, December 20th. Imagine receiving shoes, brand new shoes if you're a kid. I know growing up, whenever I received anything like that, it was like a big like joy for me. So good for these kids. I'm so happy for them. I personally love seeing stories like this where kids are receiving something when they weren't expecting, especially so close to Christmas. Kids aren't the only ones receiving something nice. Animal Rescue Philippines hosted a Christmas party on December 21st for rescued cats and dogs, celebrating their rescue anniversary with special meals. The event aimed to bring joy to animals who had faced abuse and neglect. The organization thanked supporters and encouraged donations, earning praise for their compassion. Once again, great to see animals are innocent. They need our help, so good to see that they had this little get-together or celebration for these rescued animals. Next up, HIV cases among youth in Lapu-Lapu, Cebu, including individuals as young as 15, have risen to an alarming level. From January to June alone, 23 cases were reported among individuals aged 15 to 24, making them the second most affected age group after those aged 25 to 34. The rise is partly attributed to changes in the Philippines HIV and AIDS Policy Act, allowing individuals 15 and older to undergo HIV testing without parental consent. The city health officials emphasized the need for early detection and treatment, offering free testing and support services. Efforts to combat this issue included a reproductive health care van launched earlier in 2024, which educated the public about reproductive health, transmitted diseases, and prevention strategies like abstinence, faithfulness, and use of condoms. Health officials urged families to openly discuss reproductive health to reduce stigma and better protect the youth from HIV and relative risks. Definitely alarming. I'm glad they're taking a look at this at a younger stage of people's lives. Hopefully this testing and education can prevent some of these diseases from spreading, because let's be honest, at that age, you don't think too much. So the more that's on your mind, hopefully the more prepared you are and better equipped to go ahead and partake in such activity. And then in some scary footage, here's a video showing a landslide in Dalgete town in southern Cebu. Dalgete Mayor Ronald Alan Casante announced a temporary closure of that portion of the road. Pretty scary stuff. I hope nobody was injured. I didn't see any major casualties, but yeah, stuff like this can happen with all this rain going around and so many other factors, of course. So keep your wits about you if you're driving out there. And our last Philippine story, the United States Embassy in Manila has announced that it will be closed on Tuesday, December 24th. If you guys probably should have known, but if you didn't know, it's closed on Christmas Eve in case you want to go there for whatever document needs that you have. The Manila U.S. Embassy is closed on December 24th. Let's go into Thailand. And lastly, a 28-year-old Dutch tourist named Nova was fined 3,000 baht for performing dangerous motorcycle stunts on a public road in Koh Samui. He was seen popping wheelies and speeding near the big Buddha temple, claiming he was unaware that such actions were against Thai law. Police located Nova after a video of the incident went viral on social media. He later apologized and pledged not to repeat his behavior. In addition to this fine, officers confiscated and destroyed his non-compliant exhaust system. Yeah, 3,000 baht, less than 100 bucks for him. He's probably smiling right now, telling his buddies he got in trouble. And those were some of the major stories around. There was actually a lot of 3 or 4 high-profile grape cases in Cebu and the Philippines itself, involving minors, younger peoples, even gang graping, let's put it that way. If you're wondering why I didn't cover it, it's just too graphic, violent, or controversial the way YouTube wants me to talk about it, so I can't really talk about it, but you can go ahead and look that up if you want some details on those cases. And now it's time for our segment Yesterday Today, where I read some of the most popular comments regarding yesterday's video. Joshua says, ironically, the grammar police was grammatically incorrect in its criticism. It should have been fewer of the double negatives, not less. Whoa! Thank you, sir, for pointing that out. This was in regards to the comment where somebody said I should stop using so many double negatives, and I told him I ain't his teacher, but thank you for pointing that out. Robert Cole makes a comment regarding that grammar police guy once again by saying, good comeback on that troll, LOL. Thank you. Infinity Production says it's impossible to open an airline door while it's pressurized. Maybe, maybe not, but I ain't definitely not gonna take that risk. Get it? I ain't definitely not gonna take that risk. Anyway, there's somebody sitting next to me and they're trying to open that door. They're gonna hear from me, that's for sure. And that brings us to the end of this video. Leave your thoughts down below regarding any of the stories I covered today. If you've yet to subscribe to the channel, consider it. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.